The ultimate guide to blister-free hiking adventures. Nothing compares to the thrill of the great outdoors. The fresh air, the stunning vistas, the sense of accomplishment after a challenging hike. But let's be real. There's one thing that can quickly turn any adventure into a nightmare: blisters. Don't let these tiny troublemakers ruin your hiking dreams. Today, we're diving into the ultimate guide to keeping your feet happy, blister-free, and ready for any adventure. So, what exactly are blisters? Simply put, they're pockets of fluid that form between the layers of your skin. They're often caused by friction, like your boot rubbing against your foot, combined with heat and moisture. When your skin experiences repetitive rubbing, the outer layer separates, fluid fills the gap, and voila, you've got yourself a blister. But don't worry, understanding the causes is the first step to prevention. Ill-fitting shoes or socks. Shoes or socks that don't fit properly can cause constant rubbing against the skin. This friction can lead to irritation and damage to the outer layers of the skin, especially in areas like the heel or toes. Moisture and damp conditions. Sweat or external water exposure can soften the skin, making it more prone to damage. Damp conditions can exacerbate friction, increasing the risk of blisters and other skin problems. Pressure on specific areas. When certain areas of the foot experience more pressure due to uneven foot placement or tight spots in footwear, it can lead to pain and discomfort. Over time, this can result in blisters, calluses, and other foot issues. Exposure to heat. Exposure to warm conditions for prolonged periods can make the skin more sensitive and vulnerable to damage. Heat causes sweating, and combined with friction, this can significantly increase discomfort. Now let's talk prevention. Here are some tips to keep your feet blister-free. The secret to blister-free hiking? Preparation. Let's start with your gear. Your boots should fit snugly, but not tightly. Break them in before tackling a big hike to avoid stiffness and hot spots. And socks? Forget cotton. It holds moisture like a sponge. Use moisture-wicking socks to keep your feet dry. Change socks regularly, especially if they become damp from sweat. Opt for merino wool or synthetic blends that wick moisture away and reduce friction. If you're serious about prevention, double-layer socks are a game changer. Consider using blister pads or bandages on areas prone to friction. These can provide an additional protective layer between your skin and your footwear. Gradually break in new shoes to allow your feet to adjust and reduce the risk of friction blisters. Applying foot powder can help reduce moisture and friction. Understanding the causes and taking preventive measures can go a long way in keeping your feet blister-free and comfortable. Remember, it's all about minimizing friction, keeping your feet dry, and ensuring your footwear fits well. Once you're on the trail, it's all about staying proactive. Keep your feet dry with powders or anti-friction balms. Take regular breaks to air out your feet and change into dry socks if needed. If you feel a hot spot, that early warning sign of a blister, stop immediately. Cover it with moleskin, athletic tape, or a blister pad to prevent it from getting worse. Sometimes, despite your best efforts, a blister forms. No worries. First and foremost, you need to keep the blister area clean to avoid infection. Gently wash the blister and the surrounding skin with soap and water. You can also use an antiseptic solution to ensure the area is thoroughly disinfected. If the blister is large and painful, you might need to drain it. Use a sterilized pin or needle to puncture a small hole at the edge of the blister. Allow the fluid to drain out, but leave the overlying skin intact as it acts as a natural protective barrier. Use a blister pad or a sterile bandage to cover the blister. Blister pads are specially designed to cushion the area and protect it from further friction. Make sure the pad is secure, but not too tight, to allow for some airflow. By following these steps, you can effectively manage a blister and prevent it from becoming a bigger problem. Remember, The key is to keep the area clean, dry, and protected. While you're off the trail, make sure to keep the blistered area dry and clean. Change the dressing regularly, especially if it becomes wet or dirty. Avoid activities that might cause further irritation to the blister. Keep an eye on the blister for any signs of infection, such as increased redness, swelling, pus, or warmth around the area. If you notice any of these symptoms, seek medical attention promptly. Now that you're armed with blister-busting knowledge, it's time to hit the trail. Try incredible hikes like the Jordan Trek, the awe-inspiring Appalachian Trail, or the ancient Inca Trail in Peru. These adventures are waiting for you and your blister-free feet. Remember, prevention is key. Happy feet make for happy trails. If you found this guide helpful, drop a comment below and share your own blister prevention tips. Don't forget to grab our free blister prevention guide, packed with quick tips and hacks you can carry with you on your next hike. Hit that subscribe button for more hiking tips and adventure guides. Here's to many blister-free adventures.